Hello and welcome to EV Review Ireland. My name is Derek Reilly. Today we are looking at the Bicicapace e-Justlong cargo bike. So let's get started. Here we are with the Bicicapace e-Justlong, and it is what they call within the cargo bike world a long tail, so it has extra capacity on the back there. But we'll go through all the features front to back as we always do, and then take it out for a spin. So Bicicapace is based out of Milan in Italy, hence the name. Bici is bicycle, Capace is capable bike, or a bike that is, what did they say? It's a useful bike. And that's very much so the case with this bike. So we'll start at the front and work our way back. We have 20-inch tyres, double-walled aluminium rims, and these are 20 by 2.15 Schwabe's Big Bend Pluses. And you've got your hydraulic disc brakes, and you've got your steel mud guards. Comes in 7 colours. This is the sky blue, and it is a phosphate coating, and then 3 coats, a powder coat. Moving up then to the first element of the practicality of it, or the capableness of it, or how useful it is. It's this 80-litre cargo area at the front. Now you have the choice on this. You can do this cargo box set at the front, and this is included in the price as long as you order it at the same time as you order the bike, or you can have a flat bed on the front of the bike, and you can put your own attachments into it. This has a 15 kg capacity, whereas the flatbed has a 25 kg capacity. This comes in this PVC, and it's in 2 colours, or you can get that kind of fabric-y that you can see back here, and that comes in 4 colours. So the Cordura fabric, I think they call it, Cordura fabric, comes in green, blue, black or graphite, so that's the black there, and then this PVC comes in 2 colours, green or blue. You can see the capacity, so this is waterproof, it's velcroed at the front, and you can see there's my backpack and my bike chain and other bits and pieces, like 80 litres, it's absolutely massive. It has a wooden floor and back wall, you can see there, but like there is nothing getting in there if there is the odd Irish shower. Bike is down, or sorry, the light is down here on the actual fork itself. There is no suspension on this bike, but I found when riding it I didn't need it with the big tyres. The great thing about the light being here is that when you turn the handlebars, the light turns with you as well. So that's the front. You can probably start to see that there is Shimano stuff. So Shimano disc brakes, everything on this bike, or nearly everything on this bike, is Shimano. So they've gone with the one supplier. Last thing about the cargo area on the bike is it has 2 pockets. So for chargers, for chains, for whatever you want, mobile phone and bits and pieces when you're popping along there. Moving up, you have Herman's grips, you have Shimano brakes, you have the Shimano control unit, Ergotech, a lot of Ergotech stuff on this, so handlebar, stem, seat post, you've got your bell. It's a Nexus, Shimano Nexus, but there is an Enviola version also available. This is the 8-speed, and it has that easy step through there as well. To turn on the Shimano unit, you have press the button down here on the battery indicator. So once that turns on, the lights default to on, and it turns on up here. 3 levels of assistance, and you can see it going up there on the left hand side, and then you can change whether it's odometer, range or distance. You can see down here. One fault with it is the light button is down here, but there isn't an indicator on the actual unit itself to say whether the lights are on or off. So I think the lights are on now because it turned on. Yes, there. So it's light at the front, and then also one built into the back, all controlled from the single unit. Then we have to turn off, then again you just press the battery level on it here. The Shimano Nexus or E, depending on, there's lots of different variations on it. You can spec it out. So the Shimano motor, you can have a choice of 50 Newton meters or 70 Newton meters of assistance. Then you have the batteries here, and that's removable. There's a lock here on it, and that comes at 418 watt hours or 514 watt hours. There is also another lock here, a stand lock. So rather than locking the tire itself, it locks the stand up, and so that is. But another issue I'd have is the fact that the keys are not the same, so the same key doesn't operate, so you have to have two keys with you, even though they're ABUS keys. So it'd be nice if Bicicapace could actually make the two of them the one key or universal. Steel chain, good grippy pedals with your reflectors on it there as well. Nice seat post, gel saddle, fully adjustable. These are just turned up so that it's clear in the top of the bag. And then you have a huge variety of combinations that you can put on the back here. So you can have two seats, as in two seat cushions. This one doesn't have the fabric outside area, so it'd be similar to this material, so you can get it so that it comes around, and you can turn that into another cargo area at the back. It just velcros like a hammock in essence, and you can carry stuff in here when you're not carrying people. Overall, the bike between everything can take up to 190 kgs. So this has one of the cushions. There is a second cushion available. This has this customer has spec'd a bicycle or child seat at the back, and also the kids frame. So this has that see-through front. It has that cover over the top of it, reflector strip along the back, and it also comes with side walls that anybody in the back can see out. But as I said, you can have two child seats. If it's not the electric version, you can have a third child seat there. Some people have put in 3 kids along here, like in a bobsleigh, all nice and cozy together. But you can see the distance there, and this is why they call it a long tail. Then you've got your flat boards on the bottom. These would normally fold up flat if you didn't have the child seat into it, but perfect there, and still not too wide. You can see here, it's no wider, it's not going to get caught in anything. And you have all the bits and pieces at the back then. Same size tire at the back on the longer version, and the regular Bicicapace, it's a 26-inch wheel in the back, but this one is 220s. Disc brakes on the back as well. Overall, that battery can come off as well, but that's obviously why it's lockable. Overall, really well thought out, a great alternative to a car, or if you want to push it even to a second car, if you are bringing kids to school, if you're using it for business. You've got here, you've got the back as well, and it's not just kids that can go in the back of it, small adults can go in the back of it as well. You can put your dog in there. Lots of options for it. Colours that it comes in, you can get, I'll put them up on the screen. Price for the Bicicapace e-Justlong, well, just the Justlong in general. So if you didn't want the E version of it, it starts off at around €1,500, and then the e-bike starts at €3,999, so just under €4,000. And if you want all the bits and pieces and all the accessories, it can go up to a fully loaded version of €6,000. But for €4,000 starting off, and then picking and choosing the elements that you need, just think of the fuel savings. Think of the ability to be out and about. Another option with this stand, so along with this stand, then you have the option, it comes with a chain option as well. So as much as you're locking the stand up, there is a chain attachment that ABUS has with it as well, and it is a rear hub motor with that Nexus system. Apologies. So let's take it out for a spin. Walking up to it, you just literally have to press the button on the battery, and then for the actual stand itself, it's spring loaded, so you just have to, you can see it's down there now, nothing is turning, and then when you lift it up, it folds back in underneath. And then to pop it down, you just see the stand there, hold the back of the saddle, and then pop it up again. So with that bike lock, or that stand lock, it doesn't allow the back wheels to touch the ground. So lift it up, and we're away. Default is no assist, so you have to turn up the assists. And as I mentioned, the lights are defaulted on. Lots of construction going on today, so hopefully it's not messing with the audio. Lovely seating position, great levels of assist, and depending on the motor will dictate as to how much torque and how much power you get back in assisted. But overall, a really nice. So riding it, a lot of people won't be intimidated by it. Sometimes with the tub bikes, with the big cargo box in the front, it gets a bit. It takes a bit of getting used to. I never get that right. And they just because it's super long at the front, and the steering sometimes can be a bit unusual. But this one, it's probably not much longer than a regular bike. It just utilises that overhang on the front and on the back. So this front spot here, so much capacity. Between the Schwalbe Big Benz tyres and the gel saddle, really comfortable. The fact that it's stepped through. And depending on the battery will dictate as to how much range you get on it. Comes with the charger obviously as well. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to charge the battery. But yeah, lovely. Really, really great alternative to a car. And the fact that the kids are enclosed behind, if you want that enclosure on it, if you want to keep them. But like, people talk about, all these bikes are great when the good weather's out there, but what happens when it rains? It probably rains as much in the Netherlands or in other European countries, so having e-bikes to move things around and move people around, we just need to start getting used to it. We need to start putting in the infrastructure, dedicated cycle lanes, etc. Just doing laps of trying to keep away from the construction site, which you can probably hear in the background. But yeah, lovely. Those pedals are really lovely and grippy. But to my point originally of the fact that it's a bit more of a normal form factor for people that are, instead of the big buck bikes, which you can actually see there. We just drove past one of them. That's a tricycle, so actually there's a bit more stability in that form of the tub. A cargo bike. But listen, try them all, see what you think of it, what suits your needs, which do you find better. Let me know in the comments what you think. I get a lot of good reactions when I cover cargo bikes on the channel, and understandably as well, because they are a really good thing. My channel just isn't about electric cars, it's EVs, so electric vehicles, and so this is a vehicle that's assisted with electricity. There is nothing being burnt, there are no fumes being emitted. You couldn't get a better way of going around. That's my review of the Bicicapace e-Justlong cargo bike. We need more of these on the road. This is the perfect alternative to a car or even a second car. You can carry 2-3 kids with cargo space as well, and it's in a form factor that a lot of people wouldn't be intimidated by. Sometimes those bucket e-bikes and cargo bikes, they're not the norm of what they're used to riding, and it scares them away. Whereas, and they should test drive it for sure, but this one is a bit more of what you expect from a bike, and the fact that they've squeezed so much into it, it's amazing. Thanks to Joe from Dublin Loves Bikes. I'll put the description a link in the description for lending me the bike to review. Looking forward, as always, to seeing more of these on the road. People just have to try them, live with them for a while, and then they'll understand that they can work for your life. Hopefully you've enjoyed the review. Make sure you like, make sure you've subscribed, and leave a comment below and let me know what you think about e-bikes. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks so much for watching.